Hello dear traders, this is Elizabeth Bilgina and you are watching Daily Forex Trading Plan for Tuesday, the 6th of August. So let's see what is there for the currency market. There are some interesting moves and interesting data releases that brought currencies in motion. Yesterday, America released weaker than expected ISM index, and the British pound was cheered up by higher than expected services PMIs. Today, we saw some positive labor market figures from New Zealand, where the unemployment and unemployment change was good. There was a meeting of the Reserve Bank of Australia, and the central bank, as expected, left the cash rate unchanged at the level of 1%, and this helped Australian dollar to recover. There will be some FOMC issues coming ahead, and also we got positive figures from Germany, by the way, which supported the euro. And early on Wednesday, there will be a meeting of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Pay attention to that. And unlike the Reserve Bank of Australia, New Zealand Central Bank is expected to cut interest rates. So we will likely see during the Asian session tomorrow, and we will discuss the aftermath of it at the trading plan we have on Wednesday. So if we switch to the charts, we firstly check the US dollar versus the Chinese yuan currency pair, which made a spectacular move yesterday on Monday on concerns that trade war between the United States and China escalates, and China's authorities let their currency weaken versus the USD. Thus, their answer to Donald Trump's announcements that tariffs on Chinese goods will be increased. So China in response weakened the yuan, and now many analysts wonder whether Donald Trump will do something to weaken the USD further. The risk is there, of course, and the situation is characterized by high uncertainty. As a result, still safe haven currencies are in demand, and Japanese yen rose to the levels not seen since the beginning of January versus the USD. The pair US dollar Japanese yen fell. However, the levels of support we mentioned yesterday, around 105.50, provide a place for market players to close their bearish positions. And as a result, we can see that on Tuesday, dollar yen is choppy. It is fluctuating between 105.50 on the downside and 107 level on the upside, kind of substantial volatility here. Resistance is rather strong in the area of 107.25.50. This is the previous support line, which is now limiting the upside. But support is strong as well, so some sideways dynamics, some consolidation within this general downtrend is likely what is ahead for the yen. So there will be sells above 107 and buying attempts in the area of 105.50 is the main kind of expectation. Euro dollar shot up to 1.1250. This was a natural movement because we can see that there is still scope between exchange rate and the major resistance line, which is limiting the upside. Above 1.1250, we will target the stronger resistance just below 1.50, where we find the 200-day moving average. Still, we can see the more detailed picture on the 4-hour chart. The fact that the euro's attempt to strengthen was rejected rather fast. So far, the USD remains here in the advantage. And although some consolidation on the uncertainty may take place, The declines below 1.1185 will make the pair hurt, and still in the medium term, the exchange rate will be likely to revisit 1.1115, 1.11 at some point, although in the most near term, during the upcoming sessions, it looks like we have a chance that the exchange rate will remain above 1.1185 mark. The British pound managed to get a bit higher after consolidation. We are above from 1.21, where a major support was detected, and now at the resistance at 1.2190. The next level to watch will be the 50-period moving average on the 4-hour chart in the area of 1.2230. So, despite the fact that there are a lot of concerns, political concerns about the British pound, it looks like it has fallen low enough for now, and support at 1.21 holds. A break above 1.22 will be a positive sign. Further resistance is at 1.2276. All in all, it looks like in the most near term, the pound to test and probe more upside. $1, here it is, trying above the line which is connecting the lows of May and June. So we are above 0.6770. The pair was surely oversold, and much will depend on whether the exchange rate is able to get above yesterday's highs and to find a base here above 0.6770. If it does, then we will get towards 0.6830, 0.6860. While the failure to stay above 0.6770 will make the pair turn down to 0.67 mark. Finally, we need to have a look at New Zealand's currency. And despite the fact that it probed higher levels on strong employment data, of course, the markets are nervous ahead of the meeting of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. If the central bank decides not to cut interest rates for some reason, thinking that all is fine and there is room for improvement, we will see the New Zealand's currency shoot up to 0.66. And if, however, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand underlines various risks and dangers to the nation's economy because of trade wars, then the pair will likely test the level of 0.6490 and take a dive towards 0.6425 mark. You can see that there are a lot of interesting events and interesting pairs, and we wish you to make money with FBS.